When Sammy asked me about giving a speech, being the outspoken person that I am, it was immediately followed by a list of things that I wasn't allowed to talk about. So I wrote two, and I thought I'd decide on the day. Sorry, Sammy, but I'm going to go with the unedited version. I met Sammy back in 2012, and at the time, Sammy had to be one of the nicest girls I'd ever met. We met through Tam, who I'd known since childhood, and following this, I was introduced to Bex and Sasha. The five of us are now close friends, and the group chat is affectionately known as the clique. My hand's shaking. They were all bridesmaids at my own wedding. Then Bex's. Later this year, we have Tam's, and I'm sure we'll all be Chris and godparents to Sasha's cat one day. Sammy and I have travelled together quite a bit over the years. Oh God, I'm about to put this down. More so, more so on our own recently. But in those earlier years, we did many tours of Ibiza. I could tell you many stories about Ibiza, but I'd also be incriminating myself, so I won't. In 2016, we went to Thailand, me, Sammy, and Bex. If you know Sammy, then you'll know she's quite good at getting sunburnt, which it seems to have in common. I admire her confidence with her ginger skin, believing that she is above the rays of the celestial body that is the sun. In Thailand, we both got burnt, but mine didn't scar, so I won't tar myself with the same brush. I also then didn't severely sunburn my feet a few years ago in Las Vegas when Tom proposed, so bad that I had to be wheeled through the airport in a wheelchair. Last year, Sammy and I travelled to my friend's farmhouse in France with my then 6-year-old son Archer. We were all sharing a room. Me and Sammy had a double bed, and Archer was in a bed in the corner. After a particularly long day, Archer went off to bed, and so did our hosts. And we sat up in the kitchen and annihilated all of their box wine. We then crept up to bed so not to disturb my sleeping child. After getting in bed, Sammy proceeded to announce 5 seconds later that she was going to be sick. Being the kind, caring, empathetic friend that I am, I shoved a Tesco carrier her way and told her to shut the fuck up. She then ran across the room, puking in the bag and farting into the ensuite bathroom. Thankfully, she didn't wake up Archer. A few weeks ago, Sammy and I went to Nashville together. I was on a work trip, which Sammy gate crashed to use me for my hotel room. Whilst I was slaving away at work, Sammy was wandering around and ended up on the slightly wrong side of town and got propositioned as a working girl. I did. I did say she should have found out how much he was offering before shutting him down, but each to their own. Now, not forgetting Tom. I've got to know Tom better over the last 6 months or so as Archer got a PlayStation for Christmas and I've developed a slight addiction to Fortnite. We all play together, the four of us, but Sammy and I play most nights and we talk through the remote. It works out well for me as Sammy and Tom are basically virtual babysitters, with Archer treating them like slaves and stealing all their resources. I recently learned that Tom and I are kindred spirits, as I too have a penchant for smashing up inanimate objects when I'm frustrated. A few weeks back, Tom's laptop was malfunctioning, or it was user error, who knows. But I heard him smash it up over the remote with such ferocity. He sounded like it really showed it who was boss. Anyway, thank you for inviting us all today. I think everyone can agree it's been a wonderful day. Sammy looks beautiful and Tom is a strong 7. I wish you both all the happiness in the world, and I hope you have a long, healthy future together, unlike the laptop.